Hello everyone, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Welcome to part 2 of the adult wolf tutorial. So far you should have done part 1 and have your head done and all 4 of your legs. Okay, your legs should be opposite of each other, okay? You should have done symmetrical looming in the first video. Okay, so we've done that. We're going to be working on the main body now. Yay! So grab your loom. We need all 6 rows. Like before, it was in the rectangular configuration. That is what it is in now as well. We're going to begin with the front portion of the main body. So we are taking our gray bands, 2 at a time. Here we are taking a white and a gray. White and gray again. White and gray again. White and gray again. And one more time, white and gray. Okay, now we're taking 2 grays again. And again. We're taking a white and a gray. Okay, white and gray. And white and gray. Okay, now I'm going to take 2 grays at a time. Here and here. White and gray here. Okay, now I'm going to take a gray and a black. Okay, here. Now I'm going to take 2 black. And 2 black again. Okay, 2 grays. And 2 grays the rest of the way down. So 2 grays at a time. Hey, you're not. That gray was cheating. That's so weird. Alright, now I'm going to take 2 grays. I'm going to start at the row at the end here. Alright. 3, I'm going to go down 9 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm going to go, let's go this way. I'll just change that in my notes. Okay, so I went diagonally there. Go diagonally again. Straight down here. And over like this. Okay. Now we're just going to take grays and we're going to fill in all this space, okay? So just 2 grays at a time, filling in the rest of the space. By the way, you should have some wire on hand to wire the body. Okay. Okay, so when we're done with him, we'll be all wired up. Okie doke. So I have filled my loom here, and now I'm going to be putting my horizontal bands on. They're all going to be gray, okay? So I'm just taking 2 at a time. This. And I'm going to take a double loop. I'm going to put that here. Now I'm taking 2 here and 2 here and a double loop here. Then 2 here and 2 here. Double looped here. Then 2 here. 2 here. Double looped here. 2 here. 2 here. Double looped here. 2 here. 2 here. Double looped here. Oops. 2 here. 2 here. Double looped here. 2 here. 2 here. Double looped here. 2 here. 2 here. Oh, I forgot 2 here. Don't forget these 2 verticals there. Sorry about that. Alright, so 2 here, then double looped here, 2 here, and 2 here. Okay, and then 2 here, and a double looped here. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to take my wolf head. We're going to hold it right side up. You have 5 loose ends at the back of your head. We're going to go through the one in the center. One in the center, go through it. You're going to attach it right around this first peg on the end there. Then we're going to go through the next peg in line, the next set in line. Go, oops, I missed a band. Make sure you don't miss any. Go through all 4 loops wrapped around the next peg. And then the 4 loops here, wrap that around this peg. I missed a loop again. Roar. Okay, going around there. So you're going to have 2 loose ends on the other side hanging off, which we will use when we attach to the other side. Okay, okay, cool. Now I'm going to take 2 gray bands at a time, and I'm going to lay them on the edge here. Okay, so I put them there. Now I'm going to loop up. Oops. Make sure they stay there. Loop up over them. Okay. Grab 2 more gray bands. Make sure these aren't stretched out bands. Okay, they should be nice and tight. So I'm looping right over them as if they're not even there. Okay, I'm going to just push these down. Okay, I'm just going to continue that. So each time I loop up on the edge here, I'm going to loop over 2 gray bands. Also going to put 2 on the very last peg. Loop up. Okay, so that column all has loose bands hanging off the edge. Okay, cool. So now we're going to begin to loop up. We're going to do that row last. Okay. So I'm going to go in here and loop up this set next. So I'm going to go in and loop all the way up this column. Go down here and grab these 2, loop them over. Dig down, loop up. Oops. Okay, so now I'm going to loop all the way up this column. Loop diagonally here. Loop up. I'll make sure these loops stay around the peg, so if they come off, just wrap them back over. Okay? Okay, now we're going to go up the last one. Okay, now you're going to grab your front. Make sure your looms don't collapse like mine are about to. You have your 2 front legs, right? Okay, you're going to grab this one, okay, the one with the paw facing that way, okay? The white is on the bottom, the colored part is on the top. First we want to loop up a couple times here before we attach it. So we're going to loop up 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So once, 2, 3, 4 times. We're going to go through this side first, okay? So these black bands first, go through the loops, wrap them around this peg, loop up, go through the other ones, wrap, loop up, loop up, loop up the rest of the way. Okay, I'm going to tie off all 6 of my ends. Okay, and once I've done that, I can lift him off. You can also do it from the top as well. This is only half of the front of his body, so don't freak out. It's going to look crooked. Okay, it's supposed to look a little crooked. Alright, cool. Hee hee, he's so cute. Okay, so you're going to pull those loose bands outward toward the center. Okay. And now we are going to do his other half, okay? So I'm just going to put him to the side. Okay. And we're going to do his other side. Okay, so it's exactly the opposite of what we just did. So I'm going to do 2 grays. Two grays. White and a gray. 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 Okay, then 2 grays. And 2 grays again. Then white and gray. White and gray. White and gray. I might keep looking at them. Okay. Now, we're gonna go 2 grays. Gosh, why does this keep lifting up? Stay down. Stay down. Ugh, I hate it when this thing lifts up. And the base pieces don't stay in like they're supposed to. Okay. Alright, so 2 gray. 2 gray. 2 gray. White and gray. Then a black and gray. Then 2 black. And 2 black. Okay, then 2 gray the rest of the way down. Okay, now we're going to start at the other end and go down 9 times with just gray. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going diagonally now. Okay, and then we're filling in with just gray the rest of the way. Okay. Okay, now let's do our horizontals. So, 2 at a time. Starting here. Now a double looped. Okay. Then 2. 2 again. Now a double looped. Now 2. And 2 again. Double looped. 2. 2. Double looped. 2. And 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 2. Double looped. And 2. I'm going to open up a new pack of bands because the rest of these are stretched out. So, alright, so 2 and 2, then double looped. Okay, 2 and 2, and 2, whoops, and then double looped here. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to take my wolfy guy again. Okay, oh, by the way, we can take off the 2 tied bands around the front leg here on this side. Okay, hee hee. Okay, so we're gonna lay, he's right side up, we're gonna go through the same set of loops in the center. So you have your yellow tied band around the center set in the back of the head. Go open that up again and wrap that around this peg. Once you've done that, you can loop all the way up this column. Okay, now we're going to go through this set of loops next to that. So this one, okay, and we're going to go over this set of bands, okay, and we're going to loop up. Oh wait, hold on. We actually don't want to go all the way up. We want to go up 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry guys, because we don't want to forget to attach the front legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, up to here. Okay, so let me undo this so that you can see better. Okay, so up to there. Okay, then we're going to go through the final set of loops that goes around this peg here. Go in, grab the top 2, go all the way up. Okay, then we're going to go back in, loop over, go down and loop up, past the horizontal band, grab the 2 vertical bands, loop all the way up. Okay, grab your tying band. Oh, no, just kidding. Grab your other front leg. Hold it this way, okay? Go through the first set of loops here, wrap them right around this peg. Oops. I grabbed the wrong band in there somewhere. Gotta love it when that happens. It's like the worst. Hold on, guys, I just have to fix this. See what trouble you go through when you make a mistake on this? It's like such a pain. Okay. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, going through the loops. Hello, hello, leg, can you please work for me? I knew there was a reason why I delayed this tutorial for like ever. The Wolfie just doesn't like me. Loop up, then go through the other set. Okay, loop up the rest of the way. Okay, now tie off your ends. Hee hee. Oh, I'm Wolfie. Hee hee, look at him. Okay, take off the 2 tying bands around the front leg on the other side. And we can also take off the 5 tying bands around the head. huh. Okay. So now, so cute. We are going to be doing the back portion of the body. Okay. Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure I like. Okay, yeah, back portion. Back portion. My loom is falling apart again. Can't stand it. Okay, so I'm just gonna fix this leg because it looks weird. Because the bands are twisted in it. Okay, so we did like the front torso so far. Now we're gonna do the back, okay? I love him. Roar, roar, roar. Alright, so let's do that then. Okay. Okay, so now we are taking... Okay, our loom is flat. We are taking 2 gray bands. Okay. Actually, we're going to take a gray and a white. Just kidding, gray and white. Okay, a gray and a white band. We are going on the 3rd column. Six. Okay, right here. So that is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th to the 8th peg in the 3rd column. Okay, now I'm just going to take gray, rest of the way down. Okay, so gray, gray, gray. Actually, the last column we're going to do 2 black, so just taking 2 black here. It goes right there. Okay. 2 gray here, 2 gray here, now a gray and a black each time, so black and gray, black and gray, black and gray. I'm going to go down with all gray on this one. Okay, now I'm going to take 2 gray at a time, going this way, okay, and 2 gray here, and here, and here, and here, and here, 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 and then a gray and a black. So black and gray right here. Okay, let's do a horizontal. So grays, 2 grays here, 2 grays here, and 2 grays here. 2 grays. Oh no, double looped gray. Double looped gray here. Then 2 gray here. And 2 gray here. And then double looped gray here. 2 gray here and 2 gray here. Okay. Wolfie. Okay. So now we're going to take our wolf, hold them like this, okay? We're going to attach this side. So going through the first set of loose bands here, you're also going through those 2 bands that we placed on the edge. Goes right there. Let's attach them all. Next one's gonna go here. Okay, next set's gonna go here. 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 Okay, so I attached them all in order. Okay, so now I'm gonna take 2 gray bands and I'm gonna lay them here on the next peg on the edge. And I'm gonna loop up. This happens every time. Over them. Okay. Taking 2 more here. Okay. 2 more here. Alright, just like that. Okay, now here I'm gonna loop up twice and then I'm gonna stop. So 2 times stop. This one I'm gonna loop up once and then I'm gonna stop. Just like that. Okay? I'm gonna loop all the way up this one. All the way up this one. All the way up this one. And then I'm going to do the diagonal here. Diagonal here. Diagonal here. And even this one too. This diagonal. Okay? Now you're going to take your back leg. Okay, you have your 2 back legs. They're opposite, so we're going to take this one. We're going to attach the first loose end here. Okay, so you see how the foot's pointing. Okay, make sure your foot is pointing toward the head. Wrap around here. You're going to loop up. 1, 2, 3 times. Okay. Now we're going to go through the next one in line, and that's going to go around this one up here in the next column. Okay. Then loop up once. Go through it again. Okay. Now we're going to take the 2 bands and... What did I not put bands here? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Make sure these 2 are facing down, the 2 bands on there. Put the 2 loose bands here and loop... Oh no, we're not looping up yet. 2 loose bands here. Go through the next set in the leg. 2 black bands. And wrap those around there. Oh wait, I didn't loop up. Just kidding, you want to loop this up first. Loop up, then attach. That would not be good. Okay. Then you want to loop up these guys. Okay. Then we want to loop up these guys here. And these guys here. And then we're going to attach the final section of the leg right onto there. But first we want to actually lift the top 6 bands off because we want to put on top 6 bands off because we want to put on the 2 loose bands. Okay, so put down those 2 and then we can replace all those bands on there carefully. Okay, and then attach that final end to that peg. Craziness, I know. Okay, loop up, tie off with a different color. I'm going to use pink. And we can carefully take this all off. Okay, pull all your loose bands out to the edge. And now we can take off the leg bands, so the 5 yellow bands around the leg, and also all the bands around the center here. Okay, and pull all those loose bands outward toward the center. Okay? Cool. Hee hee, Wolfie. Okay, let's do the other side. So, it's, again, going to be the opposite of what we just did. Big shock, right? Not really. Okay. I keep, like, second-guessing things here, but I think it's fine. Okay, so the third column from this side now, we are going down to the 7th peg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th to the 8th peg. Put a white and a gray. And then we're going to go gray down. So 2 grays at a time, and then the last 2 are going to be black, the last set. Okay, so now I'm taking black, 2 blacks here. Okay, now I'm going to take 2 grays going this way, and again. Oops. Okay, now a gray and a black. Another gray and black. And one more gray and black. And then grays going down. Okay, we're going to do grays going down the other way, so 2 at a time. Okay, grays all the way down this one. And then this one we're taking 2 grays, 2 grays, 2 grays, and then a black and a gray. Here, okay? Just like that. Let's do our horizontals, so taking our grays 2 at a time, 2 here, and then 2 here, and 2 here. Then a double looped gray here. Then 2 grays here and here. Then a double looped gray here. And 2 grays here. And here. Okay? Okay. Grab your wolf, put him this way. We are going to wrap all these ends around these pegs, just like we did on the other side, in order. Remember, he should be right side up right now. Just like that, okay? Alright, I'm going to loop up this column here in the center, or it's going to be in the center of his body. It's actually on the side of the loom, but you know what I mean. This next one I'm going to loop up twice. Once, twice. This one I'm going to loop up once. This one I can loop up all the way. This one I'm going to loop up all the way. And this one. Okay. Grab your other back leg, hold it like this, so remember the paws facing the head. Go through the first set. It wraps around this peg. Once I've wrapped it around, I'm going to loop up to here. Okay, now I'm going to go through the next set, attach it to the next column here, wrap up, around here, loop up, and I'm also going to loop up this guy. Okay, I'm going to attach this end now to here. Okay, now I'm going to loop up this guy, and I'm going to attach the final end around here. Loop up. And tie off with a pink band or whatever color. Okay, I don't want to break that, so I'm going to go up from the bottom instead. Or you can just bring your hook in there and take it off. There's several ways you can do many things. Okay. Okay, we can take off all the tying bands except for the one, the pink one at the end we just put on. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we are going to sew his body together. Okay, so we're going to open him up. He's upside down right now. Make sure all your loose bands are pulled toward the center on the one side. They're only on the one side. Okay, I'm going to take our hook. We're going to go through the first set on this side. Okay, so the white and the gray loops. You're going to pull both bands through. Then you're going to move your hook up so the bands are on your hook. Go through the next set of white and gray, pull the next set through the white and gray as well as the two bands that are on your hook. Now push that one down on your hook. Go through the next set. Pull the next two through, all the way through those bands as well. Keep going all the way down. We are essentially stitching the body together. For some reason I find this oddly satisfying, doing this part. It's like, just pulling the bands through, stitching it up. It's just, I don't know. Something about it that, it's like scratching an itch. I'm weird. Okay, just keep going. I'll stop talking. Okay, so once we've gone through that last set with the last set of loops, he looks really chunky and fat, but he shouldn't look too bad once we're done with him. So I'm gonna hold those with our fingers. We're just gonna take our hook and go through random bands in here. It doesn't matter. Just go through a bunch of them. Pull the two through, and just C-clip it. Where are my C-clips? C-clip it, just so it stays, okay? So now his body is stitched. Okay, and now we are going to do his tail, okay? Yay! Okay, so we are doing the top. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll do the white part. Okay. So we're gonna do his tail. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so just follow me here. The tail's pretty much reached the ground on a wolf, so we're gonna do it like that. All right. We're gonna use all white for this part. Start on the 4th peg here. 2 go here. 2 go here. Out. This is going to look weird on the loom, but it'll look fine once we take it off, so don't worry. Okay, black. I did the wrong color. We don't want white. Sorry guys, I am just not with it today. White, we want black. Just follow me, sorry about that. Oh wait, just kidding. Yeah, we do want white. What am I doing? Ah! I'm thinking we're doing the top portion and not the bottom. What am I doing? Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Yeah, I'm sorry. This is like the worst tutorial I've ever done. I'm so sorry, guys. Sometimes this happens to people when we just don't have good days. We don't have video editing software for this, so unfortunately it'll just have to be this way. Okay. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay. Let's do this side now. So I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go down 3 times here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go down once here. Okay. Okay, just like that. Alright, now I'm taking horizontal whites. I'm going to take 2 at a time all the way across here. I'm going to go across 4 here, and then the other 4, 2 more. So I went across these 4 and then these 4. Okay, I'm going to put a double looped one right here. Okay, and now I'm going to do 2 across all of these, and across all of these. Two across all of these, 2 across all of these, 2 across these, 2 across these, and then a double looped across these, and then I'm going to cap off the ends here. So both ends I'm going to cap off, wrapping the band around, creating 4 loops. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to loop up. Okay, so let's start here. Loop up these 2, then you want to grab the top 2, which are these 2. Right? Or the other 2. No, they're not. Hold those with your finger. You want to first loop up these and then these 2. And then these 2. Okay. You always want to loop up the ones that are on top first. That's just the best way to do it. Let's loop up these, and these, and these, and these, and these. Okay, up to there. Let's do this side. Okay, now we're going to loop up this guy, then these, and these, and then these 2 here. Then you want to do the diagonals here. Go back down here, loop up these, then the top ones, then these. Okay, let's loop up these, and these, and these. Loop up these, go in and do the top 2 first. Okay, then we're going to do these. Okay, I'm going to tie it off with, I'm going to use a white band. I mean, I don't think it really matters. We could just, but just in case, let's just do a white. Alright, and then we're going to pull it off. So cute. so there's his tail. Alright, so now we're going to do the other face. See? So even though it looked all crooked on the loom, it's straight now. Cool, right? Alright, so now we're going to do the main part. Okay, so we are taking black. This is where I got confused before, because I thought we were doing the wrong side, but we weren't. Okay. I'm taking 2 black here, and 2 black here. Okay. I'm going to take 2 black here, 2 black here, 2 black here, and 2 black here. Okay, I'm going to do black and gray, so black and gray, 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 black and gray. All right. Black and gray, 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 black and gray. Here, from here to here. Okay, now I'm going to do all gray. So gray here, gray here, gray here, gray here, and gray here, gray here, gray here, gray here, gray here, right? Yeah, gray here, gray here. Okay. Now I'm going to do gray here, 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 and here. Okay. And one more set of all gray, or one more row, so I'm going to go here, 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 and here. Okay, now I'm going to do gray and white. Okay. Gray and white. 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 Okay, and then I'm just going to do 2 white, 2 white. And then, let me think, yeah. Okay, just like that. Let's do another, actually, just kidding. Or do gray and white here. Gray and white here. Okay, just like that. See that? Okay, let's do our horizontal. So we're going to grab a double looped black across here, 2 blacks across all 4 of these, then we'll do 2 blacks across the 4, and then 2 blacks across these 4. Then we'll do 2 grays across all 5, 2 grays across all 5, 2 grays across 4, 2 grays across 4, 2 grays across 4, 2 grays across here, double looped white here, and a double looped white here. Okay, cool. Now you want to grab your wolf. We're going to turn him upside down. Upside down, okay. What I'm going to do is we have our 2 loose ends here. I'm going to go through the loops on this side first. I'm going to take off the tying band once I have them on my hook. Once I've taken it off, I'm going to very carefully wrap the loops around the peg and push down as far as I can. Alright, let's go through the other side. Take off the tying band. Wrap around. Okay. We're going to lift up the top 2 loops on each one, and we're going to double loop. Let's do a gray band. Gray or white, doesn't matter. I'm going to do a gray band double looped across these 2. We're going to replace the loops. If you don't put that double looped band there, you're going to have a hole in your tail, just so you know. I'm going to loop once. Okay, so loop once. Now I'm going to take the other part of my tail and I am going to wrap, this is a little, we're going to hold it like this, but then we're going to tip it so it's this way. We're going to go through the capping band. Okay, go through your capping band and wrap it around this peg. Okay, and loop up. Just like that. Okay, then we can kind of lift this actually. So let me just count here for a sec. Okay. Alright, we're going to go through. We can kind of lift the tail up so the capping bands are now resting on the bands like that. Okay, we're going to go through the first set right here, wrap it around that peg. Once we've done that, I'm going to loop up these diagonals and then these. Okay? Let's do the other side. Go through the loops, wrap around the peg, dig down, loop up the 2 vertical, and then these 2. Okay. Then we're going to go through the next. Actually, let's loop up here, because we can kind of loop up most of the center now. Loop up these, and then these, and these, and these. Grab the top 2 first, always the top 2. And then grab the top 2 here, and grab these 2, then these 2. Loop up these, and 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 these. Okay? So we looped up pretty much the entire center of the tail. Alright, so now let's go back to here. We're going to connect the next set of loops. So we're just continuing to wrap the loops around the edge sets. Okay, as we go up and it starts to get really stretched out, we can kind of lift up the tail some, okay? Not too much though, because you don't want to take it off before it's done, okay? Wolfie, Wolfie, Wolfie. Okay. So I'm going to continue here. Next set of loops. Wrapped around. Loop up. Next set of loops. Wrapped around. Loop up. Next set of loops. Okay, I can lift him up a little bit more. He's gonna have a very poofy 3D looking tail. It'll be pretty cute. Hopefully. Hopefully it won't be too big. I don't even know what it's gonna look like. This is just luck of the draw here. Okay, here. Poofy. I'm gonna name him Poofy. I call my dog Poofy because she's poofy. We're almost there. Hopefully you didn't miss any sets. I believe I am good. And then you want to go through that final set, which has 8 loops. Wrap it around this final peg. Looks like, okay. Yeah, okay, I was just making sure all of them were wrapped around. Then you can take, I'm going to take 2 gray bands. Actually, no, black, because the tip of the tail is black. Take 2 black bands, go through and tie off the end with a slip knot. And we should be able to take this one off. Hee hee. No, he's got his poofy wolf tail. Haha. Oh, okay, cool. He's got his poofy tail. We can hide these bands in the tail by just sticking our hook into the tail and pulling them through into the tail. Okay. Like that. So cute. Alright. So we're almost done. We just have to do his tummy, okay? And his neck, and then he's pretty much done. You should wire him now, okay? If you want to put wire in him to pose him so he can stand or whatever. So make sure you put wire through the legs, okay? And then I would even put one through his back as well, okay? So that you can, like, from the forehead down to here, so that you could bend the neck up like he's howling if you want. Okay, so yay, go to the final part after you've wired him, and we will finish him off.